All right. Well, I am excited. I have some amazing people here with me right now, Sunny and Cam from IT by Design. How are you guys doing today?
Super, super excited. It's a big
Oh,
day here.
it's a huge day.
Awesome.
We have a huge announcement to make.
Yes, we do.
So, Sunny, I see that you got a nice background going there. I love how you're dedicated to making the announcement, even on the go.
Yeah, no, no, it's great to be here, Juan, and we are super excited about this announcement today.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. I know we got a lot of people tuning in with us today, and I definitely want to, make sure that we're cognizant and make sure that we're getting the announcement out. So, Build It 2022, it's on, right? We're doing it. We're back in Jersey. Things are looking much more good this year. Hopefully, we don't have a hurricane. We know we had a lot of things, right? We battled through it the past years, and we're going to have an amazing show this year, right? But Build It 22, since it's coming up quick, July 27th through 29th, right?
27th to the 29th. Yep. In Jersey City, New Jersey. We're really excited. So there's a lot of action packed content. It's 3 full days of binge learning at its best. As you know, Build It is all about the template, the tool, the process. What can we get that will help the MSP grow? And so we're always pushing those boundaries with our friends and our wonderful educators in the channel to help improve the way that we run our businesses.
I love it. I love it. With being 100 days away, it's about time, and I'm really getting. You can feel the sense of excitement starting to grow, and with the big announcements that we got going today, I'm excited. But I think that there is a tribute to you guys and to the event. I think that because there's so many different events in the channel, and Sunny, I'd like to get your perspective. Why did you start off? Why did you and Cam start off with Build It, and maybe give us a little background on the event.
Yeah, so on and so when you look at the purpose of ITBD, our key purpose is to build a happy, healthy community. We all gonna work 8 hours a day, but when it's aligned with that purpose and you're making a positive impact while you're having this entrepreneurial journey in the world, then it gives you a lot more satisfaction that okay, you as a human being, you made an impact. So when I look at ITBD, that community building that we talk about, we look at 3 pillars of ITBD community, which is internal ITBD, our partners, our customer partners, and our strategic partners. So the idea here is to kind of bring these 3 pillars of ITBD community together at least once a year, and then create a lot more value for them. And the way we add value to the channel, the way we add value to our MSP partners and our strategic partners is by bringing this education to the channel, because education is so important for everyone. Lifelong learning is so critical to be successful in life. And I have been going to these peer groups, these type of community events from 2005. There were a lot of gaps overall in terms of leadership, education for the channel. And our initiative with Build It Live is to kind of really is well aligned with our purpose, and it's
Yeah.
really to make that difference in the MSP community by giving them this platform, which is 100% education focused. And education is important for all of us. And if we are intentional about getting together once a year and really be those students, lifelong learners, and the impact that we make, in our companies as leaders, that positive impact that creates a lot more those tribes that are happy, and that is so well aligned with ITBD.
I love it. I love it. Cam, and one of the things about Build It Live is definitely different, but give me a little insight. What makes it a little bit different on top of what Sunny just said? What makes it different in the from the other events?
So Build It Live is literally coming to school. It is classroom learning. You You get a booklet when you walk in the door, and it's full of templates, tools, and processes. And we go through every piece of what an MSP needs to be thinking about in order to run their business. It's not just focused on one topic. It's very comprehensive. So we're looking at revenue growth, right? Through sales and marketing. We're looking at security and service under operations and service delivery. We're looking at leadership, which includes culture and strategy,
Yeah.
right? What are we doing there? How are we growing? And leadership in itself is very, very important. With the great resignation, new people coming in, so much flux in the channel. It's so important that we actually take the time to educate our leaders. And so we're looking at that. And then we're obviously looking at operations, and we're a talent company. We know people. And so HR and finance is a very important topic, but how are you growing your people? What are the elements for employee experience, hiring and retaining? Sunster's a guru. He spent years learning all about it, right? And so he's definitely, it's one of the things that we do really well, and that we want to really help share that knowledge. And so it's, it's a great way for MSPs in any role within their organization to come to the event and find content that will make them be able to improve the way that they do their job day to day. And
I
I
love.
think that's the most important thing. It's not just going in and listening to something. We're actually giving you a tangible tool, and we're
Yeah.
walking you through how to use the tool. We're not just giving it to you, right? So it's teach a man to fish versus give a man a fish, right? And so
Uh,
we're teaching them to fish. We're saying, hey, this is the tool that we want you to use. This is why it's important. And here's what you can and can't change about it. And here's how you're going to implement it into your MSP. And this is what the outcome will be if you do it.
yeah.
And that's what's really, really different. We have MSPs that send, they'll send 4 people because we have 4 different tracks. They're nobody wants to miss any class.
Yeah.
It is a lot of learning. And so that's really what makes it different than any other event in the channel. It is going to school. It is investing back into your MSP. And most importantly, it's investing back into your people.
Amen. And I love it because, for those of that you have never seen it, you get the book, right? So the book
Yeah.
is for real. Like, if this is like the MSP owner's handbook, right? So like, if I would have had this in my first MSP, God only knows what would have happened there. You know, I love where you guys are going with it. I know it's about education. I love the fact that we're all lifelong learners and we are all moving our businesses forward in some meaningful way. I do know that we have a couple of exciting announcements, though. On top of all that education, we're
Yeah.
definitely making this fun. So let's talk a little about. Now, I hear we have a couple of keynotes this year, Cam. I mean, who are some of the big names in the industry that we rounded up that you managed to be able to bring to the event? Who are the first two?
Okay, so our keynote speakers are Mike Michaelowicz of Profit First and Pumpkin Plan, are the 2 books, and everybody will be getting to learn about Profit First when they come to the event. And then we also have Kevin Brown and his book about the unsung hero. And so how can you as a leader be an unsung? Those 2 keynotes, and we have another surprise one for everybody today.
Uh-oh. I mean, that's a giant announcement in itself. Those two guys are
Yeah,
amazing. Kevin Brown, the first time I ever heard him, literally drew a tear. Like his
yeah.
story is so astounding. But I am interested to hear. I mean, okay, so let's just stop here for a second. I heard a lot of great stuff about last year's event. And I can't believe you rented the entire island and the Statue of Liberty. So like, how could you possibly have something better than last year, Cam?
So our family mantra is go big or go home.
Oh.
And so we're always trying to do better, right? And it's really more about us trying to do better from what we ourselves accomplished last year. How do we improve upon ourselves? How can we make it better? And so we racked our brain, and Sunny was probably like, woman, stop. I was driving him crazy. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? What should we do here? And I think we've done a pretty good job. So our theme
Um,
this year is all about, we're gonna see what happens.
love
TV,
it.
movie. What do you see? What happens? Each one is a story, a narrative. So
Yes.
what's the biggest night on television, Juan?
Hmm. The Grammys?
No, please, Juan.
All right. Well,
And you can't even say the Oscars this year, okay? We're not going there.
we can't say that.
We'll
But
restrain Sunster, okay?
what are you thinking, Cam? What's the biggest night?
Well, it's the one day of the year that everybody stops everything and sits
Okay.
in front of a TV.
Hmm. I don't know. You
The
got me.
big
What do you?
game. It's the big game,
Oh,
one. The
the
big
game,
game is
the
the
Super
Super
Bowl.
Bowl. Yes. And so we were sitting here thinking, well, if the biggest night in television is the Super Bowl, the big game, how can we take our channel to the big game?
Oh, we're not
And
going
so,
to the big game, are we?
well, we're in July and it's in
Yeah.
February,
All right.
but we can come pretty close. So this year, IT by Design and during Build It is renting out all of MetLife Stadium.
What?
And our keynote speaker will be two-time Super Bowl MVP
Oh
Eli
no.
Manning.
Eli
So,
Manning? Oh my God. That's number
yes,
three?
that
Oh,
is number three. So we are not only having Eli, we're going to the stadium itself. We are going to his home. What is it? Home field advantage.
home field advantage.
And yeah, we're gonna go down to MetLife Stadium, home of the Giants, and we're gonna have a fireside chat with Eli Manning. And there's even going to be a private meet and greet for ITBD partners.
Holy smokes. Now that is a huge announcement, Sonny.
Yeah,
Talk
yeah,
about topping it. Wow. MetLife Stadium and Eli Manning. I am that that's just amazing. That's gonna be
yeah.
so much fun. Can you guys think about like everyone that's joined in with us today, like the event at MetLife with Eli, and you get to talk to him? Man, whew. Sonny, what
Yeah.
do you think?
I mean, I no, I mean, this is a lot of hard work of our builder team, and I know that they are all about experience, and the experience that they're going to create is going to be bigger and better than last year. Every year it's like they surprise me that it's like how is it possible now to take it to the next level,
Oh,
but they always surprise me. And last year, I know it was the first IT, just in general, I think conference, but in the channel, it was 100%. The first one on Statue of Liberty was included as part of the experience. And the overall, prior to that year, one was the whole Hudson cruise around New York City. So I'm sure they're not telling us everything, Juan. There is a lot more than this.
Sunster, you don't give it
uh-oh.
all away.
He's trying to do the huge announcement today. So,
Yeah.
well, just to your point, Sonny, there is a lot more, right? There
Yeah.
is every week we're doing awesome movie trailers with your host, your Juan. I'm here. I'm going to be working with our sponsors, and we're going to be doing great educational content. For those that you joined us on our previous one with Huntress, it was amazing. And I'm looking forward to doing the rest of them with the rest of the great sponsors that we have. Lots of educational opportunity, just mind blowing content. One of the other cool things, Cam, I saw is we're doing a fireside chat with all the Build It Live attendees with Eli. Like,
Yes, we are. We
holy
are.
smoke.
And so they get to ask their questions. They get to have a real conversation with, I often say that leadership, you have so many different personalities. It's so much like a team and a quarterback. He's got to manage a field and get everybody, he's got to get that football down the field with so many different personalities and everybody working in tandem. And so that's very much like a leader of an MSP, right? You've got so many different personalities, so many different teams doing different things, and yet you're responsible for making them win. And
Yeah.
so it's so important. And so understanding how to build a community, because that's so important to us. How to lead. That is one of the things that Eli is going to be bringing to everybody at Build It. And 25 out of the next, I think it's this weekend, because it is draft weekend. It is draft
NFL
weekend.
draft weekend. It is.
Yes, it is.
Perfect
So
timing.
Yeah, and Cam, life in general is a game,
yeah,
and entrepreneurship. Good entrepreneurs run their businesses just like it's a game, right? So then
yeah,
it's a lot more fun, and you're right. Like with this, there will be just so much learning from this awesome human being.
yeah. And so
So
if you register by June 1st, 25 lucky winners are going to get chosen to also get to meet one-on-one Eli Manning.
oh, that's going to be cool. I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And I know, Cam, as a gift in honor of the NFL draft this weekend, we're doing something special, right? Two-time Super Bowl champion, two-time MVP Eli Manning, and we're doing tickets for $222.22 all weekend long. So as you're celebrating the draft, get registered, get ready, Build It Live 2022. I don't know if this could get any better. This is a huge announcement, Cam.
It is huge. It's a lot of work, but it's so worth it when we see how much value everybody gets out of it. And so we're super excited. Again, now I'm already starting to think, what am I going to do next year? But we got to get through this year. How do
I
you
know.
top the Super Bowl? I don't know. How do you top MetLife Stadium, Eli Manning? We're super excited, and we can't wait to have everybody join us at Build It Live this year.
Looking forward to it. Sonny, can it get any better?
I just believe in continuous transformation. One. So yes, for this year, it's just so amazing what team has in their what they're planning. So it's just amazing. I haven't seen any other show out there where when you really 100% educational, and then you create these world-class experiences, and you treat every single person coming to your conference just like God. And that is what normally anyone where they have experience Build It, they will go back. We get flowers, we get just so much appreciations from members that attend, that it was an experience, and it was such a learning opportunity that every single year people want to bring more team members from their team, more leaders, because this is where is purely leadership, is culture. It is really you don't see this normally at conferences where that this much emphasis on leadership, culture, really building and finding more of your leaders where they're going to help you scale businesses. And how do you do that? How you create value, how you build your business where there's just so much value for you as an entrepreneur and your legacy leaders. And that is what this entrepreneurial game is all about. And I see that when you have a repeat conference attendee, and they bring more and more people every year, that means you are doing something better every year. And you are not only doing it for that MSP owner, you're doing it for their key leaders, their service manager, their HR manager, their finance manager. There are all these different tracks for all these different functional areas. But the number one is how you become a great leader and how you build more leaders, because quantity and quality of your leaders is definitely the key to scale your business and create value for yourself, your company, and your people around you.
I love it, Sonny. I 100% agree, and I'm super excited for this event. Cam, any final thoughts as we're turning the corner here?
No, register now. There's going to be, you really need to get yourself planning this trip. It's going to be once in a lifetime to be able to meet him at the stadium.
Agreed.
And to actually get to experience and have conversations. I'm super excited. I'm also excited about every year We push the needle, we ask for more, we ask for better tools, better templates. It's always different. What are we needing today? And I think this year more than most, with everything that's been happening and with all of the turnover that MSPs are experiencing and talent shortages, it's so important that you invest in those people and teach them. We get it, you don't always have the time, but bring them to build it. Help them learn, give them that upper hand, and show them that you care about their success and that you're investing back into their growth. That's what you can do. So register today. It's going to be 22222, $222.22 at Build It. Watch the draft. Remember to go to the live website, see all of our great speakers, and we can't wait to see you in July.
Looking forward to it. And for everyone that's out there, we're looking forward to seeing you live at Build It 2022. Appreciate you all, and we're signing out.
Perfect.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.